Fiona.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, how are you today?
Yeah.
Sunday?
Feeling, oh, sorry.
Yeah, go on. How are you feeling now compared to Friday?
Um, so I feel much more rested because I've been sleeping incredibly well. I feel like my muscles are, gosh, you use a really amazing word, but I feel like I've reconnected with my muscles, which sounds a bit weird.
Yeah,
Ready to start intentions of exercising more regularly, definitely.
good.
So I'm going to make almost a diary each week and score some side of time to do it.
And what really was your favourite part? You got a favourite part today, a highlight of the weekend?
So I think the meditating in the field yesterday was pretty special because it just had a real strong connection to sort of meditating in nature. You know, the flow yoga is hard. It's hard, but at the end of it, you feel like you want to give yourself a massive pat on the back because it's so energizing. Halfway through, you want to go, stop it now. But actually, the end is so worth it because it's like you feel quite proud of yourself and something that it gives you strong intentions for sure.
Any food highlights?
All of it, actually. Yeah. So Lisa's food is really imaginative, healthy. I go away thinking of ideas to cook at home and then try it and it never looks the same. But yeah, it's really interesting, healthy, inspiring food. Yeah.
Will you come back in January? Would you
For
recommend it
sure.
to a friend?
Yeah, I definitely come back in January. And I kind of thought if I could do this once a quarter, I would feel like I'm set up to do the rest of the year because it's kind of like a quarterly thing, like a spring one, a winter one, a summer one. It feels like that's the right kind of reset button for the start of the season. So definitely come back.
Great, brilliant. Thank you. Victoria, how are you?
I'm great. I feel so rejuvenated.
How do you feel now compared to when you arrived?
Oh, like a different person. I genuinely just feel so relaxed and not having all the brain fog or anything to think about all weekend. I feel great.
Good. And what was your favourite part? Have you got a highlight that you'd like to share?
I think a highlight was actually challenging myself with the yoga. When I started, I couldn't do the proper sort of holding going into the upward facing dog, and by the end I could, so that was amazing.
And what about food? Any favourite food?
Food was incredible this weekend, actually. I wasn't sure what to expect. Favourite food, definitely the sort of meze last night with the hummuses and the stuffed courgette and
Would you come back in January? Will you recommend a friend?
only if you have me.
Of course we
Absolutely.
will. We'd
Yeah.
love to have you back. Great, thank you. Thank you. Hi Gemma, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And how are you feeling today compared to how you felt on arrival Friday?
Oh, I'm feeling relaxed, rejuvenated, having a new perspective on life, I think.
Highlight you'd like to share with us?
Oh, I think it's a toss-up between cold water swimming in the sea and sunset yin outdoors. That was really nice.
Yeah. And what about food highlight?
Oh, it was all really good. The vegan cheese, the aged vegan cheese, was a revelation for someone who really likes their dairy products.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed that one.
Yeah. And have you got something, a little takeaway? What would be your little takeaway, take home from the weekend?
I think it's reminded me that showing up for my practice is kind of important in terms of showing up for myself and therefore being more sort of present in other areas of my life because I've done my practice.
Good. And will you come back in January?
Yeah, potentially. I might be travelling actually, but...
And would you recommend us to a friend?
Definitely.
Great. Thank you, Gemma. Thank you so much. Hiya, Jessie.
Hello,
How are you today?
very good.
So how are you today compared to how you were when you arrived on Friday?
I feel very relaxed and more connected to my inner self, and very zen, and feeling great actually.
Good. And what was your favourite thing this weekend? What's your highlight?
Wow, I actually enjoyed the entire weekend, so it's a little bit difficult to pick. But I think maybe the vinyasa yoga yesterday was actually my favorite because it really kind of like take me into that mode that I just forget about everything else and just concentrate in that 90 minutes of just doing great work to my body.
Good, good. And what was your? Have you got a food favorite food?
My favorite, I think I really enjoyed the karabi breakfast this morning
Yeah, yeah.
because it's got the Korean gochujang sauce on it as well.
And if you were to describe your weekend to a friend of yours, what would you say?
Highly recommend it. I honestly think it's a great setup because it's just too nice. It's very easy to commit into a weekend away and to be surrounded by such a beautiful nature and listening to the birds chirping when you wake up and to do yoga in such beautiful surrounding. It's perfect. It's so good for the soul.
Yeah, yeah. Will you come back in January?
For sure.
Would you recommend us to a friend?
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
Brilliant. See you in January.
Okay.
Fantastic. So, Eve, how are you feeling today? Sunday's the last day.
Feeling good. I'm feeling energized.
Good. And how would you say that you feel today on your departure as opposed to on your arrival? What's
So much
changed?
more relaxed, but also energized as well. Kind of more balanced, I suppose, and more appreciative of taking in everything and the little things as well.
What would be your highlight this weekend if you had to pick one thing?
My highlight was definitely the yin yoga that we did last night, which we did on the lawn, which was amazing because I'm not usually a yin yoga gal. I'm usually quite restless whenever I'm doing yin yoga and I can't get into it. But it was just having done 2 days of yoga and meditation at that point, it had relaxed me into it, and then doing it outside, doing it in nature was just amazing. It made the nature more beautiful and it made the yoga more special and made me connect with it more. It was just, yeah, definitely my highlight, which I never would have expected because yin yoga is usually, I find, really difficult.
Food highlight?
Food highlight was the edamame and jalapeno dip that we had last night for dinner in the Turkish meze. It was amazing.
And will you come back? Would you come back in January?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I would love to, yeah.
And if you were to recommend us to a friend, what would you say? What would you say if you were recommending us to your friend? How would you describe this weekend?
I'd say that when we first arrived and we were doing a bit of yin yoga to relax, and you said, no more thinking anymore. This weekend's not about thinking because all the thinking's been done for you. I think that's a really good way to describe it. You can just relax into it because there's no decisions that need to be made. You just need to be present in the whole weekend. And that's such an amazing and relaxing and unusual feeling. So that's what I would say. That's why I would come again.
Good. Nice one. Thank you. Hiya, Jane.
Hi, Mickey.
So today's Sunday.
Yeah.
It's the end of the day. We're going home now. How would you say that you feel now as opposed to when you arrived on Friday?
So much more relaxed, happy. I mean, I can't tell you, rested, recuperated. Fantastic weekend.
Great. Have you got a highlight you'd like to share with us? Something really special that was your favourite part?
Oh, yeah. Yesterday evening, watching the sunset. Yeah, doing the yin yoga, watching the sun go down, the clouds changing. It's beautiful, restful experience.
Yeah. We were really lucky about the weather. And a food highlight. I know that's hard.
Oh my God, so hard. The chocolate pudding last night with the cardamom chili. Yeah,
Yeah. And will you come back in January?
Of course.
Would
Absolutely.
you recommend us to a friend? If you were to recommend us to a friend, what would you say about this weekend?
I would say that it's a wonderful mix, a really wonderful mix of great yoga, lovely people, amazing food. Mickey, you're a great teacher.
Aw.
So charismatic. You take everyone with you, but you know you don't take it too seriously. It's just the right balance. It's fantastic. I love it.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Not
That's
at all.
great.